afternoon, everybody. First of all, my gratitude to Dhyanrajguru, to the people who are working, staff, and to all those who are sick. So today's topic is like completely dependent on energy. Being in the field, like I know how vast energy field is, because probably whatever we may be doing, maybe that's 1%. That vast it is. And why it is that? Because like everything basically is energy. Only thing is that the texture of energy, the content of energy gets changed. So it is earth energy, it can be water energy, it can be fire energy, it can be air energy, it can be etheric energy, it can be the energy of hot, it can be the light energy. So many types of energies. Of course, whatever food, that is also energy. Now, the main aspect of energy is whether it is resonating with us or not. So, some people when they start coming in this field of energy work and all that, so everything they say, this is negative, that is positive, this is negative. Or some, you can understand, they are new people, they are newcomers, only they will talk like this. So basically, no energy is ever negative or positive. Energy is energy. Now I will give you an example why. For us, a clean environment happens to create an energy which will provide us good health. So clean food. So for example, if something is cultivated, we are not going to eat it directly. We will wash it, we clean it, and then. So before washing it was what? Negative? Okay. Now, certain places you like to go. So for temples, sometimes you like to go to a particular temple. In some particular place you would not like to go. Or in certain houses you would like to go. In certain houses you would not like to go. So what is the difference? The difference is the energy of that place is not resonating with you. It is resonating with the members staying there. So how can you call it negative? Every energy will resonate with some things and will not resonate with some things. So for example, if your house is एकदम spick and span, absolutely clean, perfect, no food here and there, you think a rat will survive in your house? No. For that rat, your house becomes a negative energy. But then the gutter, where the rat has taken place, in that gutter or whatever, for that, the rat is like happy. He gets all the food, he gets running around, he has the freedom to move around, ye gali se wo gali chale jata. So for him, for that rat, that energy is good. So for some, that particular energy is good, and for some, that particular energy is not relevant. Therefore, I always say that there is nothing like a negative energy. Energy is energy. It is whether you are resonating with it or not. That you have to find out. Or it will, your body, mind, spirit, soul will tell you. Now, why is this so important? You have to understand yourself first before entering into the field. What is good for you? What is rather resonating with you? What is working with you? What is not resonating and not working with you? There are some people who are very energy sensitive. So they don't blabber around, but they just move out of that zone. So that is the best thing. Do not question the energy. आपको नहीं जम रहा है, निकल जाओ. या फिर आपको एनर्जी को कन्वर्ट करो. That can be done. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can be converted. It can be transmuted. So for example, fire energy can be transmuted to air. Water can be solidified. So hard on that. Wood can be made into dust. So you are transmuting. These are very rough, strong, potent materials of what I am saying. On the other side, there are very subtle energies which every human being, every animal, every plant, every aspect of the universe carries.
Right.
So even this is energy. Okay, this chair has energy, this TV has energy, everything has energy. Now, you have to see that is it resonating with you or not? If it is not resonating, try and change it. If it is not changing, move ahead. For example, I cannot change the energy of this board. So board reflect karega, this is a white board. I cannot make it a black board. This has to become black. Now if I don't like the white board, then I will purchase a black board. I put it there. Simple and sweet. But don't complain that this is a negative board. People will say negative. Why can't negative? कैसा है? अरे तो black है तो black negative हो गया. I don't know what is there now. Anyway. Same way, our body is also reflecting and absorbing energy. Same way, everything is reflecting and absorbing energy. Therefore, you will notice that everything changes over a period of time. बराबर है? कितना भी मजबूत पत्थर रहने दो, कभी ना कभी तो क्रैक होगा. Why? Because it is breathing. It is breathing air. It is breathing atmosphere. It is breathing energy. It is vibrating at a level which we may not be able to see, feel or hear. But there are changes happening in it. Maybe changes are very slow, but changes are happening. In the same way, food also vibrates, food also reflects, and food also absorbs energy. Now, it can absorb energy in different forms. For example, you can keep an onion open in the room and it will absorb all that is not very good for mankind. Bacteria, harmful bacteria, virus and all that. This COVID के time पे I used to tell people ना, टेंशन इतना लो मत, रात के टाइम पे कांदा काट के छोड़ दो, जो भी कुछ है it will absorb. बाकी तो ये सब तो बहुत जो हो गया है, senseless. Anyway, and now when an onion is not cut, that time it is reflecting energy. A nice onion, you look at a beautiful onion, it will, some onions are purple in color, some are red in color, some are white in color. Shape which is good, some have a lot of that fur, hair, sort of thing. And some are greenish in color. Every onion with a different color has a different effect on the body. So when it is not cut, most of the time it is reflecting the energy. But once you cut it, peel it, now it starts absorbing it. So every food, every fruit, vegetable, everything is like that. Because you have changed the composition of it. And if you, I don't know, many people may be knowing Fibonacci code. Now that is 1.6 ratio. Everything on this planet is made with 1.6 ratio, therefore everything is in a spiral. Fibonacci code. And if you observe, suppose you just purchase one cabbage from outside, or cauliflower from outside, or any vegetable, and you will look at it properly, then you will see a spiral. If you stare at it for say 1 minute or so, then you will come into knowing the spiral circles. And yeah, everything has, Bridgeon will have a different design, but it will have. Yeah, everything on this planet has a code. The code is basically a verbal understanding for human beings of energy. Whatever is made with the help of this 1.6 ratio code will survive till eternity. Means it will not get wiped off so easily. For example, I will tell you know अपना जो बीटर आता है, वॉश का वो सब बीटर आता है, छाछ बनाते हैं.
हाँ, बीटर.
That लंबा. Now that is made at 1.61. Now either the manufacturer, the first person on this planet who made this, just made it rapidly. How it came into effect, I don't know, but that is also following that. Whether it is direct or indirect, how it came into existence, I don't know. So there are certain things which will never go out from the market. Like this. It चलेगा ही चलते ही Blender, right. Now again, let's come back to food. Now many a times what happens is, some people say, I really don't understand whether this is going to be good for me or not. Now let's take an example of uric acid. People who have uric acid, why do they have uric acid? There are certain chemicals which the body cannot absorb and they get accumulated at a particular joint, at a particular part of the body. Okay. And that they crystallize and then they create a problem. So when the joint starts moving, it starts scratching over there and inflammation takes. Now all of these chemicals are mostly in citric fruits. So let's take an example of lime or an orange or a lemon. Now there are schools of thought which say you drink lime water or straight away drink 4 limes 3 times a day without adding water to it, and then make the pulp of the remaining lime, remove and gulp it out. And the uric acid goes out. And then there is a different school of thought which says, because of this the uric acid happens, so please leave it. So now people are really into that dilemma whether they should continue or not. So there is a very simple way of finding it out. You just hold the line in your hand. For example, understand this is like a line. Okay. You just imagine this is the line. And put this hand this way. And tell somebody to push it. If the hand just drops down, understand this is absorbing energy from your body which is not doing any good to you. So first you have to stand up. After standing, you tell that person to hold a line or whatever. Suppose it's a potato. Yeah. The diabetic fellow wants to find out whether potato is diabetic or not. Hold it in the hand. And then stand straight with this hand apart and tell somebody to just press it. If the hand just falls down, if the hand cannot give a proper resistance, that means this particular thing is not meant for you. The other way around is if you are having this and then if once the other person is pushing it, the hand does not come down, that means it's fine. You can go ahead with it. Right? So, this is one very, very simple technique. It is called kinesiology. And it can't fail. Because the mind can trick, but the body will not trick you. Body will say it is a pain, so it will show that there is a pain. Body will not like it. Now, the other way of finding out whether food is resonating with you or not, for that you have to become a little bit energy sensitive. So what you should do is just every day for 1 or 2 minutes, breathe in from the nose, breathe out from the mouth. Do this 3-4 times. Sit comfortably. Do not cross your feet or anything. And then just visualize a vortex of light entering into you, filling you up with light. And this light is coming out from both your palm chakras. To activate the palm chakra, just tap it. Or clap. Clap, everything gets activated. Now visualize the energy flowing into your body, coming out from your hands. And a nice ball of light is getting formed. So right now this light of body of light, which is we call a sphere of energy or ball of energy or whatever is formed. Now I am trying to put more pressure slightly. So now right now this much energy is being formed. Now if I have to go in, then I need slight pressure to push into that part. So this is the ball of light which has already got formed. Okay. Now you want to make it strong, continue the meditation. Fill up the ball with light, fill it up 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 with light. Now it is your choice whether you want a ball of light, a sphere of light to expand or to become concentrated and stronger. So all these games you can play with yourself. The idea to play with is you become a little bit sensitive towards whatever is coming, whatever is in front of you, whatever you want to find out, how things are with you. This is a very important technique. So now you've gone in a market and so you can't put this in the center of the market, the people will say you are nuts. So do it at home only. So take some anything and then just find the energy of that. Suppose you purchase a cauliflower or a cabbage or lady finger or carrot, beetroot, onion is a blasting energy. So just feel that thing. First just feel it, touch it. And now start. Now once you start feeling it, you can ask for a question whether this is going to resonate with your body or not. Generally, if it is going to resonate, and if the answer is yes, then the energy will expand. So, here you are feeling that hardness, now you start feeling it here. This is one way, this is a slightly difficult manner. The previous one which I showed, the kinesiology study, so you can find out with this one. Achha. Now, in daily life, the same technique can be used to find out yes or no. So, should I go to Pune or not? If this is becoming very small, that means the trip is not going to be so helpful to you. And when it is saying yes, then you say, okay, this is good. Okay. Now, one more thing you can do with this. Suppose you have to find out whether to work with just for this person or that person or the other person. Which person will be better for me? So you visualize that person and ask the question, which person is going to be better for me? XYZ ka naam le. Then see how much energy is expanding. The highest amount of expansion, that particular person's name, on which the highest amount of energy expansion happens, that person will be beneficial for you. Okay. This is how you find out. So basically there is nothing wrong or right about it. This is the short and sweet technique. Now, one more thing which can go haywire while doing this is your own body energy is not aligned. So if your body aligned नहीं रहेगा, then how are you going to get a good answer? There are chances that you may not get a correct answer, you may just not feel it. क्या है? It's very simple. So first you should align yourself. And it's so simple, you just give a command to yourself. Say, just visualize light coming out from the tip of the, connect this tip with the tip of the toes. And then visualize this light at this tip of the toes getting connected and then pull it up. And just say, I am aligned. I am aligned. From the side also you can pull up the energy. Say, I am aligned. Then you have to put this like this and let the hand go straight. I am aligned. That's it. And your body comes into alignment. Or drink a little bit of water. Even then you get aligned. So before finding out anything energetically, you should be properly aligned. That is the most important thing. You should be grounded. You know, these people who are in depression, they are not in alignment. Their body channels are not free flowing. Therefore, the energy is not moving up and down. And therefore, the brain does not get the mother earth energy. And therefore, the majority of most of these people who are too much into depression of some kind, or other I will say, forget about that case. Take people who are on drugs. So when they are not on drugs, they will talk KY. मतलब रात का वो लोग का डोज हो गया ना, दूसरे दिन तक सब नशा उतर जाएगा. That time even say, I am going to start an airline. हाँ, कुछ भी बोलेगा. I am looking out for a person who can help me with it, and I am going to start. I am going to buy an airport, and I will start an airline. कुछ भी बोले. और उसका जो मतलब that person will not be even able to get up every day at 5 o'clock in the morning and work. He is a person who is going to get up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the evening. These are such people. So we call these people, they are not grounded. Alignment तो दूर का बात है ये लोग का. Alignment तो है ही नहीं. They are not even grounded. Therefore they are on drugs. Ideally, such people should work with plants and all. Agriculture. थोड़ा धरती पे आएगा. वो हवा पे उड़ते रहता है. हवा गीला आने को. अरे I can run the whole world. People don't know how to rule only.
You don't have to be on some people are
all gone crazy. Anyway, so now if this sort of a person tries and asks something, he is not going to get a right answer. So this body is not in alignment. He is totally out of alignment, ungrounded. So you cannot expect such people to work for this thing. So for such people, they have to go through cleansing. They have to go through proper regime of yoga and planting foods and stuff and working with plants. Then when the root chakra starts operating properly, then they can start this. Otherwise वो बोलेगा रे क्या होता है पता नहीं चलता है. मेरे को मालूम ही नहीं पड़ता है. So that we have to remember. Now when a person is sad or when a person is angry, even at that time you don't do it. Just relax. Find your best remedy for sadness. So diabetics will wonder whether fruit is good for not, good for us or not. Should I eat grapes? Should I eat mango? Now mango season is there. Too much of that. No, you should not eat mango. You should not eat what?
Doctors said
Custard apple, mango, then chiku, banana. ऐसा नहीं. You should eat 1 kilo of fruits every day. Now you can reduce on that weight. So what is your weight? So if your weight is 100 kilos, then you eat 1 kg. If your weight is 70 kilos, then eat 700 grams. Like that. So, but fruit is a must. Because fruit is the cleanser of the body. So to clean the body. Vegetable is also a must. Because that is the power pack. It gives you strength, power to work, energy. So now you will say, यार papaya खाओ कि क्या खाओ? Diabetes है, sugar बढ़ गया तो. ऐसे देखो, kinesiology से देखो आप. Tell somebody to hold that. You hold that thing like so. Take that what carry Alfonso and hold it in one hand, and then see. Now, which is your regular hand that you have to use. So if you are a right-handed person, then hold the Alfonso in the right hand. And then tell somebody to push this hand down. So if this hand does not go down, that means the carry is good for you. The Alfonso is good for you. Anyway, but now don't overdose. अगर अच्छा करके एक दिन खा लोगे, दूसरे दिन हो जाएगा कल्याण. So 1 or 2 a day is good. Because how want to go? Then you will say, diabetes बढ़ेगा for some time. But then it will shoot down immediately because the fruit has always fructose and not glucose. And fructose is not dependent, insulin dependent. Glucose is insulin dependent. Now, if there is less of insulin and you eat sugar, then it is right. The same way you can try out any other fruit, try out any other vegetable. Now there is food. How do you use food? Chapati, gluten. Hold a chapati in the hand. Food, you can hold it in your hand or you just hold that whole container in the hand, small container, and check it out. Sometimes you feel the look of it itself will tell you, hey, yeah. Then not it, you're not resonating with it. Then sometimes what happens is, the person who has cooked the food, that person's thought pattern is not correct. That person is as a destructive thought pattern. Like suppose in some people's place there are ladies who go and cook. Now lady has a fight with her husband because the husband is a pakka bevda. Every day morning the husband is going to whack her and get her money. So what pattern of mind which she has? She'll be in a devastated state. Now when this person keeps on thinking of that bevda husband, alcoholic fellow, and keeps on cooking, that thought process is going to go there. Naturally, the energy of this food is getting cooked is going to be disturbed. And the person who is going to eat it will not feel so great about it, he will just fill it up. He will fill up his stomach. So, you know, then there are some people, अरे मेरा मम्मी बनाती है तो खाने का बहुत मजा आता है. Because the mother's energy is different and this cook's energy is different. The mother has a different thought pattern while she is cooking. And this person has a very different thought pattern when he is cooking. So the thought energy is thought is energy. What is going in food will matter when you eat. People who are not sensitive will not understand क्या है, but they will say कि नहीं, वो तुम्हारा cooking हो अच्छा था. क्यों अच्छा था? They don't have the answer. इसके लिए अच्छा. This is how it matters. Therefore I say now, when you are cooking, you should be in happy mood. भड़के लाके कुकिंग करेगा तो सामने वाला खाने वाला भी पड़ गया. That is important. Then, you know, in some cultures we see that those who are following those cultures, they don't go outside to eat only. They eat in their houses only. हाँ जाएगा ही नहीं, आपके यहाँ जाएगा ही नहीं. और बाई चांस कुछ काम से जाना पड़ा, तो will not eat. This is it. So they don't know who has cooked and what is coming. Nowadays in Bombay, Mumbai is not practical because we don't get down and see all of our. Forget about everything. So the fire over here is too much.
Vada pav always resonates.
Yeah. Vada pav, samosa pav, jalebi, gatia, papda. Every jalebi and every papda will resonate on Sunday.
Spiral.
There is no magic word, nothing, just eat it. Then burgers and pizzas and all. उनसा कोट कहीं की बात खा लो पहले बाद में देखेंगे. But yes, if you actually hold a pizza and you see, it will not resonate. Because it has got too much of maida. Maida is something which is not so very happy with the digestive system. If you are running around and moving, तो ठीक है. But if you are just stagnant person in the home, then थोड़ा कम करना पड़ता है. Same way with refined sugar. Now again in sugar also, what you can see, refined sugar लेके देखो and normal हाँ वो जो rock sugar आता है ना, मिश्री वो लेके देखो फिजियोलॉजी करो या फिर उसको क्वेश्चन करो कैसा है या फिर just take 1 tablespoon of sugar and see what the energy is. Then shift that out, drink a little bit of water and then put that drop of sugar and then check what the energy is. Then you check with the good jaggery. You will see there is a difference between jaggery, there is a difference between refined sugar, there is a difference between mishri, the rock of sugar, natural sugar. Everything will be different. अच्छा, you can find out the difference between oil. ये बोलते हैं ना, you have refined oil. Check it out. Refined oil you will not get anything. And घाटी का तेल ले लो. You will know, Dhyan ka table is there, it has weight, it has power in it. यहाँ से तो सब निकाल दिए. Same way water. Just check out. Distillery is hot, then your well water is hot, then hot water, cold water. You can feel. You know, newcomers can start with hot and cold water. They will feel the heat, they will feel the expansion of heat energy, they will feel the contraction of cold energy. So that will be a little bit easier for you. That way you can find it. Basically, in atmosphere, everything is energy. And we should know how to check it out. Now, sometimes what happens now, when we were talking previously, one fellow was very sharp. You know what he said? He was a diabetic. And the moment he would see anything sweet, now he would love to eat it. But ये तो मेरे को resonate हो रहा है. बोले भाई वो resonate नहीं हो रहा है, वो आपको craving हो रहा है. See, you can't do without it. Is also the other side of the story, bipolarly opposite. That's a craving. मतलब मेरे को resonate मुंह में पानी से खाने का बहुत मन करता है. मतलब उसके बाद शुगर बढ़ता है ना. कहाँ से resonate हो रहा है? मिठाई देखा कि उसका नियत खराब हो जाता. He would just go crazy, like he would love all this. Anything in the shop, like he's the first person to pick it. Now that is a craving.
Craving and addiction also.
So that you have to work over it. There is something which is lacking in that person. So find out the thought process and work on that. So the craving will stop. You should not have a craving. You should have a liking. It's fine. So you should be okay whether it is with you or not, even if it is in front of you. यहाँ तो सामने आ गया मतलब it was crazy. That is not correct. That is a harmful thing. So then we will say, yeah, this is resonating with me. I will get करके देखो resonate होगा ही नहीं. वो सीधा absorption में चले जाएगा. It will not be in the expansion. बहुत पहले का बात ऐसा हो गया. Then there are some people who have got this craving for chocolate, or craving for different types of cola, Thumbs Up, Coca-Cola, चाहिए. Or if you are drinking any icy, then तो खत्म. I'll secret it. I'll pull out the glass. So these are cravings, and cravings sometimes okay, take it. But like you can't do without it every day, then there is
An addiction.
Addiction. So then you better go to some hypnotherapist or a person who works with mind and get that thing set. Because it's going to harm, not going to benefit. And mostly if you see, cravings are generally, of course, directly connected to emotions. No two ways to it. But generally cravings are things which are, which are like chocolates, ice creams, sweets, any kind of sweets. And you think they are so healthy. So most of the cravings are for unhealthy food. That means your subconscious mind is damaging the body very subtly. And it is getting a kickback out of it. So if the person is sick, the family looks after that person. That's why the craving to have something which will put him sick, which will make him sick. Then he is going to get that attention. So something, most of the time, many of the time, like it is like 80% of the people will have a craving for food which is not healthy. And they will bulge on it. वो दूसरा प्रॉब्लम. चलो craving एक टुकड़ा खा के बैठ गया नहीं. I would have one box of cider. तो अमीन का craving क्यों नहीं होता? वो बीटरूट का craving नहीं होता. होगा तो एक खा के बैठ जाएगा चुपचाप. खाना चाहता है. Then they will have excuse that it has to be big, it has to be boiled. So craving chocolate को चॉकलेट बनाना नहीं पड़ता, तैयार आ जाता, खा लीजिए.
Beetroot is high in sugar.
High in sugar.
Cakes kind.
Actually, beetroot is a stabilizer. See, most of the fruits, all the fruits if taken in a proper quantity, they are going to help the body, whatever the situation of the body is. People have in mind, if I have one full pomegranate, I get constipated. Arey, it is rubbish. ऐसा नहीं होता है. I eat apple, I get constipated. Arey, it's totally wrong. It's totally wrong. You get constipated because what you are eating with that creates a problem. आपने pomegranate खाया, 5 मिनट बाद ब्रेड बटर खाया, तो ये पूरा pomegranate का जो ये है वो खत्म हो जाता है. pomegranate खाने के बाद आप अच्छे से जाके सो गए immediately. You can't sleep immediate after food, eating any food. You have to sit, walk, कुछ करो, picture देखो ना, देखने का ही, और walk at least 500 steps to be able to walk. You just don't need to walk. So, your soul is don't walk. Okay, sit and do something. Utilize your laptop or see a picture or whatever. So much of it, like once in a while, ठीक है. Sometimes it is so hot and feel like. Once in a while, everything is good. Body takes care of everything. But every day, the same pattern, then the body will say, now you take care of it. You have to. That will create a problem. Once in a while, it's okay. You have gone out, you are just chilling out, खा पी के सो गए, धूप ज़्यादा था. Fine. Not every day. Then I would say that you compensate it in the night. Either don't eat. Finish. After sunset, don't eat. हो गया compensation. And भूख लगा, then drink hot warm milk with little bit of haldi, little bit of क्या बोलते हैं उसको, ginger powder, अदरक, ginger powder, haldi. You can mix. First heat up the milk. Then mix it. I would not prefer that. But even that is okay. But it is okay because the quantity of haldi which I am telling people to put is very small, very, very less. There are people who put quarter teaspoon here, who don't resonate with quarter teaspoon or teaspoon. Then also they can get uric acid. Now, for such people, when they have got uric acid due to excess of haldi, they will resonate with the lime. Get it? And the people who have got uric acid due to lime will resonate with haldi. Turmeric. So you have to actually find out why that person has got uric acid. Now, sometimes I will tell you what. A person having uric acid can get himself rectified with amla. Every composition of every fruit is slightly different. Now there is another person, there will be another person who trifla leke usko acidity hoga. That means he is not resonating with amla. So we give him only other. So we have to see what is resonating. Best thing is chemical. That is the fast way, and any Tom, Dick and Harry can do. Only thing is 2 people are required. Or otherwise go into that zone and find out. ये काम करेगा कि नहीं. You will know that. In fact, I suggest people to do this technique because this technique has a very, very vast and wide range of applications. If you do it as a exercise every day, then you really don't require a person to advise you. ये करूँ नहीं करूँ ये कहाँ
see and sense it.
Yeah, then slowly you don't have to do all this. You ask the question and that person will answer you. Yes, sir. Now that inner sense will start. And it doesn't take much time. It will take say 2-3 years maximum. And if you are in a field of healing, it's gone. Like over a period of time, you just get to know. If a person is questioning me, this answer I should say. Sometimes the answer is quite 180 degrees opposite of what the person is expecting. And then it turns out right. तो बात को फोन करके बोले अरे आपको बोला था ना ऐसे ही हुआ. अच्छा. That's how it works. Because you can see thought also is an energy. Everything is energy. We are just saying we take things very lightly. ये है वो है. Everything is energy and you have to respect it. And you know, there are some people who get afraid. कब्रिस्तान में नहीं जाए, क्रिमेटोरियम में नहीं जाए, उधर कुछ चिपक गया तो हो गया होगा. फालतू सब फ्री में देगा स्पिरिट्स आपको चिपकने के लिए. यू आर सो वल्नरेबल और यू आर सो ब्यूटीफुल. द स्पिरिट वांट्स यू ओनली. नथिंग.
Spirit can be anywhere.
Actually, we are included in the spirit world. The world, the creation is all about the spirits only. We humans are entering in that zone. Actually, they have to worry about us. Instead, we are worrying about them. एक जहाँ थोड़ा बहुत दिख गया, अरे क्या पूरा ये हवा में चल रहे, उसको भगा, अरे क्यों बोला नहीं क्या? रहने देना भाई, तू उसकी जगह पे आया है, वो तेरी जगह पे नहीं आया है. You know what is the ratio to it? Every living organism, the ratio is 1 to 700. So one human being, say ratio proportion means 700 spirit.
Wow.
That's the ratio. Now who is entering their world? Are they entering in our world or we entering their world? That is how the cycle is. So people are dying, people are taking.
Yes, from our point of view, so we are saying, you know,
actually, हवन लोगों को करना चाहिए. इंसान आ गया मेरे घर पे. पता नहीं क्या करेगा, किधर गिला गिला ठोक देगा. But it is a fact. It is a fact. Obviously, if somebody is passed over in the house, and then somebody goes, I'm feeling that, he is somewhere here. And he is going to be there only. It's his house. What are you feeling about it? And they piss off themselves and others also. उसको दूसरा आदमी सामने बैठा उसको भी डरा दे. मुझे यहाँ कुछ दिख रहा है. मैं तो बता क्या है. बात करके बोल जा. I can feel, I can sense. Okay, if you can sense, find out whether it is good or not. Whether it is good for you or not. Now what can you do about it? Can you request or can you help that energy? Can you help that spirit? Why is it here? Should have gone into the light. So there is some unfinished job, some unfinished business. Help. So, खत्म करो बात. Let them proceed. वो नहीं करेगा. हाँ, डरेगा दूसरे को भी डरा दे. यहाँ मत सुना, वो आके बेड़ा पकड़. What is spirit? What is soul? Even that is energy. Therefore, we can feel it. Some people don't feel it, some people feel it. Those who are energy sensitive will sense it. Nothing wrong or right about it. Except it. Now there are some people who get affected. So for that I have made an affirmation. Every energy is mine and can only do good to me. Now this is an indirect command to the universe that only resonating energy shall come to me. अरे I don't want this energy. कि पूरा दिन आप क्या सोचते बैठोगे क्या?
क्या चाहिए?
So best thing is just tell your mind every energy is mine and can only do good to me. So even if there is some energy which is not doing good to you, which is not working for you, not resonating for you for some reason, maybe not, we don't know, it will leave from your auric space. Energy follows thought. So when you give a command to the energy will do that.
It's very strong.
So all you need to do is so simple. See, the universe is sometimes made things so simple now that you can really not imagine. Just by thinking that this energy is not mine and I'm okay, it should leave. You don't have to go to a tantric. मेरे को किसने कर दिया? Every few days हम लोग कहते हैं किसी ने कुछ कर दिया, भाई तेरे पास है क्या तेरे पे करने के लिए? थोड़ा सा हो गया तो टेम्परेचर आ गया, कोविड हो गया, वो हो गया, किसी ने कुछ कर दिया मेरे को। पहले कभी नहीं होता था, अब तो हो रहा है। क्या हो रहा है? चुपचाप बैठ। Somebody else, there is some person who is putting some thing onto me. What was who? And you know, all those people who actually have nothing now, they will say this. ये इसने मेरे को ये कर दिया, वो कर दिया। तेरे पास है क्या तेरे पे करने के लिए? And Mukesh Ambani is not telling that. मेरे को किसी ने कुछ कर दिया। He has got, in fact, he is the most vulnerable person out there. He will never say that. Because he knows all this is rubbish shit. Energy is there, prayers are good, religion is good, religious hawan, everything is good. But don't take it to an extent कि हाँ इसको मैं झाड़ू पोछा मारूंगा ठीक हो जाएगा। ऐसा नहीं है, अगर सॉल्ट वाटर बात ले लो हो जाएगा ठीक हो जाएगा। Otherwise it is your mind which is creating the problem. So go to a therapist to do some mind work and get that dirt out of your mind कि किसी ने कुछ कर दिया। I didn't actually I don't believe in it. We all can. कोई कर दिया, कोई कर दिया, वो बुकट में बैठे हुए। Then there are people in the house now. And my mother-in-law, she must have done something to me. सास बहू का झगड़ा चलते रहता है। Now I know of family जिसमें सास भी मेरे पास आती है as a client और बहू भी मेरे पास। Both say this only. She is doing something, I am telling you. And that another female will come after 2 days. She has done something. That's why it is up. अरे यार, both of you are good यार। ना वो कुछ कर रही ना आप कुछ कर रहे हो। आप थोड़ा शांत हो जाओ, खाली आप एक दूसरे के सर पे थोड़ा तेल लगाओ। It will create love energy for both of you. You will start resonating with each other. Things will be good. Then come and tell me. They don't want to work with each other. They want to work against each other. And then they feel that energy. हाँ, ये मेरे को खाते हुए दिखती ना, इसके लिए मैं बीमार पड़ता हूँ। उसको तो पता भी नहीं। It's like that. So now that is thought energy. Now what thought energy? It's our own thought energy. We deplete us by thinking stupid about the other person. Whatever you think about the other person is going to come back. Jealousy, envy, anger, curse. For no reason you curse somebody. The soul is going to reflect. Everybody is going to pay for whatever mathematics the other person is creating. In other words, it is called karma. And you really should be very well aware as how the karma should not affect you. There are few people who are karma asar nahi karega. They are very well balanced. They know. The belief system, karma is something which is of the past. It's not going to affect you. If you connect to the past and relate everything to the past, then the past will affect you and then you say it is karma. Cut off yourself with that, whatever you have created. But that doesn't mean you go and murder somebody and say this is karma, it will not affect me. No. Now you have created an energy also, no? Something will happen. So, whatever you create or absorb or reflect is definitely going to come around in some way. Either you give and you are going to get, or you take and you are going to give. This is the cycle of the creation. So, if you are going to eat something, you are never going to see that that thing grows again. How? You are paying for it. So today I have purchased a tomato. I have paid for it. Somewhere this money is going to go to the farmer who is going to put seeds and again grow it. This is a cycle. A cycle of which we are not aware of. वो बोलते हैं ना फुकट में कुछ नहीं आता है कहीं ना कहीं कुछ. So I may not pay money, but I may serve the agriculture, the person who is going to grow. Or I may have my own field. So I am growing something, I am again putting in, again growing, again eating. Cycle. Everything is a cycle. Nothing is wrong or right, but everything is very well connected. And the connection is of energy in some form. It can be energy in work, it can be energy of money, it can be energy of love, it can be energy of helping somebody. There are various ways of helping somebody. There is not one thing. So what is resonating with you is good for you. What food is resonating with you is good for you. Now there are people who say A2 will be पीना चाहिए. तो देख लो एक बॉटल A2 मिल्क पकड़ के देखो आप केमिस्ट्रोलॉजी को या फिर वर्क विद द एनर्जी. नॉर्मल वो बफेलो का मिल्क ले लो, पाव का मिल्क ले लो, सी व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. Then you will know कि हाँ नहीं it's working for you. Now what about a person with lactose intolerance? A1, A2, A3 कुछ भी लो उसको कुछ नहीं चलने वाला है. तो क्या करेगा वो? Now whether he is lactose intolerant or gluten intolerant, again you can pick it up in the hand and find it out. Most of the lactose and gluten are interrelated. How I really don't know. But I am not into that dietitian thing completely. But generally those who are gluten intolerant will also have a slight lactose intolerance in some form. So those people may not be able to digest अपना curd, छाछ, लस्सी. They get acidity when they take lassi. When we have acidity, we take a little bit of curd, bring it down. इसको उल्टा है वो खाएगा तो problem. And such people will have a gluten intolerance, of which they are unaware and they keep on eating that chapati. And because of the gluten, there is a lactose intolerance. The lactose intolerance is dependent on gluten. This is what I have seen. I do not have any scientific proofs or backing, but this is what I have generally experienced, seen in a person. 2-3 times I have seen. If the person is not having too much of gluten, then lactose is okay with it. What is happening in this system, I don't know.
How will react?
So I think a doctor or people who are much more working in retail business can explain. Anyway, I think we are done for the game, and we'll talk about something else next time. Till then, see you all. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Thank you once again, staff of Health Library and all the viewers who have taken out your time and energy for listening to this talk. Thank you. God bless you all.
Help Talks are daily health-related talks held at Health Education Library for People, Mumbai, India. For more information visit www.healthlibrary.com. Subscribe to Help Talks channel. Be better informed about your health.